road.
I forgot. Luckily, we made it through the last interview without ringing, but I looked and ringer was on high.
Cool.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Justin. This is Off the Road Podcast, and today I got Sam. What do you want to go by?
Samuel.
Sam.
Doesn't matter to me.
We'll start it over. Last name?
Thomas.
Sam
Yeah.
Thomas. Hey guys, I'm Justin. This is Off the Road Podcast, and today I have Sam Thomas with me. This is one of my favorable interviews because he has something to do with the film festival here in Waco, and as you guys know, I'm a huge film buff. I couldn't wait to have a conversation with him, so I brought him in.
Awesome.
How you doing?
Hey, thanks for having me, Justin.
Oh man, it's a pleasure. Like I said, I'm a huge film buff. Lifelong bucket list is to make a film and get it submitted to a film festival. So when I see you guys open, I said, okay, the universe is speaking to me. So it's still a goal.
Awesome.
We're actually writing a script right now. We're working on it. So enough about that. Tell us about the film festival in Waco and the connection, how it came together.
Yeah, totally. Well, it's definitely a labor of love. My producing partner and I, we actually make films ourselves, short films and working on features as well. And we've been on the festival circuit for a while. And we had been on for a while, and we just enjoyed that experience so much, which we didn't think we would, but we had such a good time at different festivals. We really respected what they did, and we wanted to bring something like that to Waco. Waco was just kind of burgeoning in the art scene at that point in time, and we thought this would be a great addition to that growing art scene. And it just, like I said, came out of our hearts, something that we thought would be a great thing to do. We love film festivals not because of the film, not just because of the film. We love the films, but we also love the festival part of it too. The networking, the hanging out, the parties. Always love the parties. And so we wanted to do something like that because we're those kind of guys. And so we're just it just birthed out of that. And we have a great mentor, Fiona Bond, who runs Creative Waco. It's a great umbrella organization for the arts community in Waco and in the surrounding cities. And she just, we were thinking about starting small and maybe building up to something. And she goes, no, you guys, if you got to do this, you got to go big. Waco wants it big. They want to see out of the gate, go big. And so we took that advice and we really tried to make our first year an amazing year. And that was 3 years ago. Now we're going on our fourth year. We got the greatest compliment from the Texas Film Commission. Our first year, they were there, and they said, this doesn't feel like a first-year festival.
Wow.
They said, it felt like we'd been doing it for a few years already. So that was the biggest compliment we got. We decided just to keep moving forward and keep growing from there.
Man, that's really awesome. And I guess this year's going to be better than
That's the
all
plan.
the other, right?
That's the plan.
Yeah, I can't wait to attend. Definitely hope to be a part of.
This year we're actually adding on a new element. We're adding on a script writing portion to it. So I'm trying to remember all the details, but you can go to our website, deepintheartff.com, where you can go to our listing on Film Freeway to get all the information there. I think we're looking at short films right now, anything 40 pages or less. We're going to have the screenwriting competition part of it, and then we're also going to do a live scene reading set up during the festival as well.
Oh,
so
wow.
about 10 pages of your script can be read. You can hear actors. We're going to bring in local actors to do that. So we're looking for local actors as well who would be interested in doing that and being a part to read those lines live so that the scriptwriter can hear it and kind of hear what it sounds like.
Man, that sounds phenomenal. Let's, I guess, go back in time a little bit. And
Sure.
Where did you grow up?
Oh, okay. So I'm a hill country boy.
Nice.
Grew up in Bulverde, Texas, and San Antonio.
Okay.
And so
That's really neat.
yeah. So I'm Texas to the core, as is my producing partner. He and I run the festival together. He's a Houston guy.
Okay.
So we have a little bit of fun, little back and forth camaraderie with sports and stuff like that.
Yeah, my favorite Texas directors from Houston, Linklater.
Yes, of
Yeah,
course.
yes.
Definitely.
Who would be some of your favorites?
Wow. So definitely, Linklater just has done so much for not just the community in Austin, but just Texas film overall. So he's a huge one.
Do you have a favorite Linklater movie?
Mine is actually I just played it's the one. It's actually the Western one that was set back with, I think, Matthew McConaughey.
The two brothers.
The brothers,
that
right.
robbed the banks without killing
I
anybody.
I just
Yeah,
totally blanked on that name.
Yeah, I did too.
But yeah, I'm a sucker for historical dramas, and so that just that's one of my favorite ones of his.
Well, to keep it relevant, have you seen 1917? Have
Not
you seen anything
yet.
about it?
I have seen much. It is coming out next week in wide release, and so I am super excited. My wife wants to see it as well. I'm very blessed that my wife loves the kind of movies that I like. So we are gonna go be there in the theaters, because you got to be in the theaters to watch 1917. So
Absolutely.
yeah, so we're big on that. So yeah.
Okay, so tell me about your introduction into film when you were young, and just
Sure.
how you got on that lane.
Wow. Okay. So I started out doing acting and drama in junior high, and really enjoyed that. But I also was able to kind of see ways that, in the nicest way, that I could see how other people could help with their performances. And so my teacher, she recognized that as well, and so she allowed me to give some input on performances and acting. And so essentially I was a student director during junior high and into high school. Just had that bug all the time for acting, and realized there was a lot of stories I wanted to tell, and then also realized for those stories that they weren't really suitable for a stage. They needed to be more film, TV type related stories. There's stuff that I wanted to put on screen, not so much stage. So that kind of birthed that in me. And then I was also, just going through school, finishing up school, and I ended up getting a full 4-year scholarship to UT Arlington for civil engineering.
Oh, wow.
Completely different path, but I also had no work ethic, no study ethic, and I completely failed out my first year, lost the scholarship. And so I thought about what I really want to do with my life. And I remembered back to junior high, to high school, to all those times with, like, every time I was in a play, my grades plummeted. Every time I was doing any kind of drama thing, I loved it, but everything else suffered. So I'm like, well, then I might as well make that my focus.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there we go. And that just birthed it all. And I was able to actually not only go through school with that, but I've created a career. I'm actually a post-production professional up in Dallas right now.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, so yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, I think films, it's a beautiful thing. What was the first movie that you seen that captivated you?
Oh wow. That's going back. So I did love animated stuff. I loved Fox and the Hound.
Oh yeah.
Still love that. It's funny that I love that, because Kurt Russell is the voice of the Hound, I think, and my wife is a huge Kurt Russell fan, so kiss it there. Yeah, but stuff like that. I would honestly say, like, as I was starting getting older, the ones that really made an impact on me, definitely Tombstone. Anything directed by a guy named Peter Weir. Mm-hmm. He's probably my go-to director. He's an Australian director. He hasn't done much lately, but he did Green Card. He did Master and Commander. His big one is the one with Robin Williams. I just went to them. It's just been a long day. Where he's the teacher. Oh, Captain, My Captain.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not Honor with Honors.
No.
Boys Club.
Yeah, Dead Poets Society.
Dead Poets.
We got it. We got it.
Carpe Diem.
Carpe Diem.
Yes.
Yeah. So he's one of my favorite directors, just because he basically takes these really odd stories that a lot of other directors actually had a hard time kind of finding an in on, and he can figure it out. There's a great movie called Fearless, which if you've never seen it, I highly recommend it. Not the Jet Li one, that's good as well, but this is with Rosie Perez and one of the brothers. Anyway, point is, look up Fearless, 1993, Peter Weir director. It's about a man who essentially is in an airplane accident that changes his life. And it probably changed my life in terms of just watching it. It's one of those you really grab onto, and I just wanted to tell stories that moved other people the way it moved me.
Wow,
that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
What do you think about Tarantino?
I'm actually a huge Tarantino fan.
Yeah.
And I basically got into film school around the time he was really coming along. So there was a bit of a pushback against being the Tarantino type, but he stood the test of time for me. He tells the stories he wants to tell. recently saw Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and it's just really weird. It's almost just like it's almost him saying, we could have saved her. Spoilers, but but just like like if she just had a neighbor like this, which is fascinating. But and it's weird, but it works, and you wouldn't think it would work. And obviously, his ability to kind of cross genres now with the western that he did, which was amazing. Like my wife just still loves that one. Hateful Eight. Yeah, we went to the theaters. We saw that on 70mm print. It was, yeah.
Oh,
I'm really lucky to have the wife I have.
You
so.
you do. That's funny.
Yeah, shout out. It's actually her birthday today. So
looked like you hit the jackpot. You
I
married
did.
yourself.
I did. Yeah.
Yeah,
She had me. She took me. But yeah, no, it's awesome, and and that's the great thing about film now is that we have so many voices out there. And just to get back to the film festival, I mean, that's what we like about the film festival is we are so wanting all types of stories to come to us and be there. And so we've had films that have run the gamut on a variety of issues, and we don't care what the issue is as long as you can tell us a good story about that, because everyone's got a story to tell. And so as long as you tell us a good story, that's what we want to hear. So to hear great female voices, to hear great male voices, to hear great LGBTQ voices, and just voices across ethnicities and point of views and perspective has been an amazing thing for us to be able to get to, as a film festival organizer, see these great stories and know that we want to have a place for them in the Waco community. That's been amazing.
Yeah, you touched on the how film now is. We're getting more voices.
It's great, yeah.
With the Greta Gerwig and
Oh,
Ava
yeah.
DuVernay and
Yeah.
Lena Waithe. Like those voices they're interesting.
Yes.
And they need to be heard.
Yeah,
Have you seen Little Women?
Not yet. That's also on our list.
Yeah.
That's also on our list.
I can't wait to see it. I heard that she did a great job.
She did do a great job, yeah, from everything I've heard as well. So very excited. Yeah, we it's with the holidays and everything. We've had family in and out, and we've been in and out, and it's just like, okay, in fact, I think we have scheduled to see Jumanji in a couple of days,
Okay.
and then we just start from there. We're going to try to end out the holiday season with a few movies under our belts.
Are you excited about Uncut Gems?
I am actually. Adam Sandler is an interesting beast because. So I will say this. I have a theory. This is not just Adam Sandler. This is all comedians. My theory is that the best dramatic actors are actually actors, actresses who have comedic chops, who have been trained in comedy. You look at Tom Hanks. You look at obviously Adam Sandler. Just across the board, Robin Williams. All these great comedic actors who went into these dramatic roles.
Jim
Carrey
Eternal Splash.
as well. They have really just blown people away by their dramatic roles. So Adam Sandler in Uncut Gems is something that's like, I can see it, and even just from the trailer. So we're excited to check it out.
The Safdie brothers they're pretty good.
They are.
They're
Yeah,
pretty good.
they
So
do.
I don't.
They got a flavor to them.
Yes. That's a good way to put it. They
Yeah.
said that like this movie has an anxiety to it.
Mm.
Like the entire time you're. So
Okay.
I'm excited to see how that goes.
That's interesting.
What's something you're excited about? Tell me a little bit about Waco Film, or just something that's
Sure.
kind of happening around here.
Yeah, well, actually, we're very excited about Waco Film. The cool thing is we just recently had a mixer that we wanted to basically have it be focused on the film community in Waco, the film and TV and media community in Waco. And so we basically put a big call out for everyone around the area who is involved in the film industry or wants to get involved in the film industry. We had a great mixer. It was a blast. It was a fun time. And even while we were planning it, we had plenty of people who said, "Oh, I can't make it this time. Can you do it again?" And so we are definitely going to be doing a lot of industry mixers from here on out. We're going to try to do at least twice a year, and then I think we have enough people that we could probably do it maybe 3-4 times a year, just to get the people community together. We had a great time where not only were they just getting to know each other, like if a person wanted to be a director or had a script, was looking for crew, but also just for a chance for people who had done content to say, "Hey, here's what I've done," and we had a screening hour where we just threw up people's reels and let everyone else in the industry see their work and just know, oh, these are great people to work with. So we have, DPs here. We have, we have great ADs, assistant directors, audio guys. So people don't realize that's actually growing in Waco, and we want to help foster that just by putting a spotlight on it. And so that's something we're definitely going to be doing. So we're excited about that in Waco. We're certainly excited about the film festival. We are and continually have been in the top 100 film festivals worth submitting to, and that's been awesome. Film Freeways. They have their analytics based off of reviews from people who actually submitted, got into the festival. They're allowed to review their festival, all the festivals, and so because of that, we're ranking up in the top 100. Really last I checked, we were top 25. I haven't checked in a month. I should probably do that. But yeah, so we're really excited about all of that growing, and just the arts in Waco in general. It's really growing.
Well, Sam, I'm so excited you guys are here. I'm so excited about the festival. Man, Sam, I thank you for coming by.
Hey,
thank you for everything you shared with us. I always say, the perfect episode is if you can laugh and learn something.
Hopefully.
And
yeah.
I'm definitely going to check out Fearless.
Yeah.
And read into some more Peter Weir stuff. So
awesome, man.
It's always good.
Right, cool.
Sam, once again, thank you very much.
Hey, Justin.
I'm Justin.
Samuel.
And we're Off the Rail Podcast.